Hi, booktube. It's Gina. Happy Tuesday. How are you? I've been a little cranky, and when I get a little bit cranky, I know that that means it's time to do a What's Cheering Me Up Right Now video. There's so many things that are cheering me up. I've got a variety of things sitting around me here. Some stuff, some TV shows, some music, and it just helps me to remember how many good things there are in life when I start feeling a little bit testy, shall we say. So let's just jump right in. The first couple of things I want to show you are things I got for Christmas this year. And the first is, it's this tiny little case. These are wireless headphones, and forever, I thought, I don't need wireless headphones. That's stupid. I'll lose them. They won't be great. Oh my God, I love these things. What I do all the time is I just pop one in and I can walk away from my phone if I'm watching a video. I imagine I could start doing some audiobooks this way. It's just so easy. There are two, but I like to keep one ear open just so I can kind of hear what's going on. But oh my gosh, I am loving these things. I don't even know what brand these are. Greg got them for me. It looks like what's a little P maybe on the cover. I'm not sure, but I love these. Highly recommend. I'm totally late to the bandwagon. I know everybody is wearing wireless right now. The next thing I got for Christmas that I want to share is this knife, you guys. This is a really beautiful knife. This is the first really nice knife I've gotten. It is by Shun, S-H-U-N. I feel like even though I'm now 55 years old, I feel like an actual grown-up now that I have an expensive, really beautiful knife. I've had crummy knives that I end up replacing every year. They don't work. This one, I've just got it in a cardboard sleeve right now. I need to either get someplace to store it so it's a little safer, but gosh, you guys, this is just absolutely gorgeous. I think I might have to start a collection of nice knives. I don't need a ton of knives. I am a minimalist in the kitchen. I'd like a little, maybe like a paring knife and possibly a serrated edge bread knife, because those are really the only three knives that I use. I don't need a ton of knives. All right, the next thing, you guys, this is really funny, but this is a pair of jeans. The reason I'm showing these to you is because they have recently actually developed a hole. This is a hole, a real pair of jeans that I've been wearing for so long that they actually developed a hole, which really made me happy, which I know sounds really silly, but there's a story, because these are the jeans that I wore through Europe with my sister in 2017. We did a really fun trip. We went to France and Italy for a little over 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. We did a carry-on, and these jeans were the only pair of pants that I took. I took some dresses. We packed light, and I wore these. I wear them a lot, and I wore them throughout that trip. But what is so funny and what's making me so happy about this hole is I earned this hole. I earned this hole because we did this sounds so funny. We did a wine tasting trip in Verona. We were staying in Venice. We took the train to Verona. We puttered around town. Glorious. I love Verona. We had a Vespa tour. A Vespa tour to go wine tasting in the wine country of Verona, which was wonderful. It was so much fun. But I've never ridden a Vespa before. And riding a Vespa on the streets of Verona after wine tasting was probably not the best idea. I wasn't tipsy really by any means. However, I think that, not being an expert and trying to control the Vespa, I fell off my Vespa. I was literally going like a half a mile per hour. I mean, I was just starting from a stopping position, going, and it was hard to kind of navigate the stop and go with the little, hand controls, and I fell off the Vespa. This is what happened. I landed here. I didn't get a hole. It was fine. I was not hurt at all. But 5.5 years later, I developed a hole in my jeans. So I'm trying to debate now whether I want to keep these or not, because I don't really care for holey jeans on me. But I love that. I love that story. It was such a fun trip, and it makes me really happy that I earned a hole in my jeans. Next, I've got some music. And look at this, you guys. I also have a cat. I pulled some books down to show you, and now I've got a cat getting ready to crawl in that space. Oh gosh, that's because there's another cat already in there. That's also making me happy. I mean, don't the cats just make you giggle? Hi, Phoebe. That's Phoebe. Anyway, music. So I've been listening to this record. This is Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John. And I have a tiny little record collection. It's not very substantial. It takes up just one shelf on my bookshelf in the office. I've flashed it at you a couple of times. But I love collecting records. And recently I've been watching some record/vinyl YouTube videos, which I'm not sure why I haven't watched these before, because there's a whole community of vinyl listeners on YouTube, just like there is with books. And it's so much fun. I've been watching, let me get this right, I'm looking at my notes. Vinyl Time with Amy, who is a young woman who's got gorgeous record collection. I absolutely love it. If you like music at all, if you like vinyl at all, check out her channel. She's just very enthusiastic about her music and about her stereo, and I love it. This record is so good. It's so fun to listen to it on vinyl also, because I do also have a Sonos, and we've got Amazon high def music. So I do stream a lot. But what's really fun about listening to records themselves is, especially stuff from the 70s, it's maybe not even the case so much now since everyone streams, but in the 70s, records were designed, they were put together. You had the way the musician wanted you to hear the songs from start to finish. There's sort of a theme to this. It goes in a direction. It's got beautiful liner notes and pictures, and it's just so much fun. So I've been loving this record, and I'm also really grateful for my stereo system. Now, when I got this stereo system, I fought tooth and nail. I didn't want to spend any money. I just wanted, this is way back when Greg and I first got married. I just wanted a little shelf system with some speakers so I could listen to CDs. And I started this obsession with Greg, and we ended up with a really nice stereo set, a turntable, these beautiful Kef speakers that he bought used and then had refurbished, and it's just so much fun to listen to. I love the stereo. I love listening to vinyl. We've got some CDs, but we're probably going to end up selling the CD player because we just don't really listen to it anymore. But I don't know. It's always fun to have, and it's all a system, So it's all the CD players. It's all meant to go together. So anyway, been loving listening to vinyl. Watching that YouTube channel with Amy kind of reminded me how much I love vinyl, because I hadn't really listened to records in quite some time. So it's sort of reinvigorated my love for records. That's been really, really fun. Next, TV. So Greg and our evening routine is I make dinner. We usually have a drink. I'm not really drinking alcohol on the weekdays anymore, so I like to just make a little, a sparkling water or something. But we have dinner together, and we watch a series of something, either on Amazon, on Netflix, on Hulu. And we've watched so many fun series together, so much great stuff out there. But what we've been watching right now is called What We Do in the Shadows. And it's a very campy, it's on Hulu, a very campy vampire story. I did not want to watch it. I thought I was going to hate it. I didn't love the first episode. I was like, this is really stupid. It's almost like a vampire documentary. There's a camera crew who's off to the side that is filming all of this. And it's very silly. The vampires are bizarre and kooky, and it's a little bit gory, but in a kind of silly way. It's really funny, and I've just fallen in love with the characters, and the stories are hilarious. We are on season 3, and I think this might be the last season. There's 3 or 4 seasons right now, and I think they're doing another one. So it's really funny. If you like campy, if you like The Office with vampires, give it a try. It's sort of like The Office with, that kind of shaky camera style and people looking at the camera. It's really funny. So I've been really enjoying that. Lastly is my Thresh Green book collection. Now, I'm not going to go into detail. I think I will do a misread shelf tour and show you all of my misread books, but I did want to show you my Thresh Green collection because I am doing a reread this year of all of my Thresh Green books. I've only got, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9, and the series contains 13 books. So I am going to read, my plan right now is to read 1 a month and then maybe 2 in December-ish / January of 2024. But I've been feeling, I told you, I've been feeling a little cranky, which has sort of put me in a little bit of a reading slump. And so when I feel like this, misread to the rescue. I've read this. I probably read this series every couple years. I don't read it every year. Probably read it, I would say, every couple years. And I just love it. So I've got, let's see. This 4, I mean, I'm just going to go through them a little bit quickly. I showed you this one yesterday. Got News from Thresh Green. Love that. I've got Gossip from Thresh Green. I've got Friends at Thresh Green. I love this one. That cover is gorgeous. I have got The School at Thresh Green with the 2 school teachers. Love that cover. I've got Affairs at Thresh Green with the vicar on the front at the market. Gosh, these just make me happy. I've got Celebrations at Thresh Green. I have got Battles at Thresh Green with the vicar again and cranky oh my gosh, I forgot if his name's Albert or Alfred. Albert Piggott? My gosh, one of those A names. Alfred? I can't remember. I've got The Year at Thresh Green, which is, look at that snowy cute cover. And I've got Return to Thresh Green. I love this one too with the caravan on the front. Isn't that cute? This reminds me that, people have been living in tiny homes for a long time. It's not something we invented in the 2020s. This has been a thing for quite some time, which I always like to remember. So I finished already for January Thresh Green, which is the first book in the series. I'm going to start the second book in February. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to just do one every month because I love it and I might want to read it faster. We'll see. I'm playing that by ear, but I love my collection. I love rereading these. I actually have to admit, you know it's coming. I read these on my Kindle. I've got the entire series on my Kindle. I bought it back in 2013 when I was reading it for the first time, and I was getting them from my library, but I was like, I don't want to wait for the hold to come in from my library. So I ended up just buying them all. And I'm so glad I did, because it makes it very, very easy to just read right through the series. So anyway, I think that is it. Let me check my notes. Oh my gosh, one more thing, and then I will adjourn. I'm glad I looked at my notes, because the thing that is making me the happiest right now was on my trip to Disney World. There's a new Avengers ride called Cosmic Rewind, and it is the funnest roller coaster I have ever been on. Do you guys like roller coasters? Let me know if you like roller coasters, if you're a rides person. It is the coolest roller coaster. I've been watching videos. I've been trying to keep it in my brain, because we got off of that ride and we're just like, what just happened? It's inside, it's dark, it's Avengers themed, but it's like a roller coaster, but instead of just being a normal roller coaster where you're just like, shoo, when you're going along, the cars are turning. So when you're going around a corner, instead of just going around, you're going around and you're also turning like this sideways and like facing the screen so you can see what's going on. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I loved it. Do you like roller coasters? Let me know. I've got to go back to Disney World so I can ride that ride again. It was amazing. All right, that's it. I'm gonna let you go, but I will talk to you later. Bye.